Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Dr. Emily, and today I'm going to share something that could change the way you look at aging forever. You've likely heard the statistic that many elderly people don't live past 82. But why is that? Is it really about heart disease or cancer? Actually, it's something much quieter and far more dangerous, something that we overlook far too often. It's a pattern that I've seen in my years of practice, and I want to reveal it to you today. Stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you could be the key to adding not just years to your life, but life to your years. Now, before we dive in, I want to ask, how many of you have ever thought that aging means slowing down, or that some parts of life must be left behind? Maybe you think it's normal to withdraw, to let go of certain joys that once defined who you were. Well, I'm here to tell you it's not just normal, it's harmful. I've worked with seniors for years, and I can tell you that there's a key element to aging that most people miss. This thing, which so many of us overlook, could be the one thing standing between you and a vibrant, fulfilling life. Let's explore this together. Part 1. The silent epidemic. The loss of connection to physical pleasure. Have you ever noticed that as people age, they start to withdraw from the things that once brought them joy, like intimacy or physical connection? This is one of the most silent and devastating shifts that happens as we get older. The loss of connection to physical pleasure. It's not just about intimacy with another person, it's about reconnecting with yourself. As we age, many of us fall into this quiet sadness, the kind that no one talks about openly. You may not even realize it's happening until one day, life just feels a little smaller, colder. Society has conditioned us to believe that intimacy, touch, and sexual expression belong only to the young. And unfortunately, many of us buy into that lie. We start to think that once we hit a certain age, it's inappropriate or just no longer possible. But here's the thing. This disconnect is what robs us of our vitality. It weakens us in ways we don't realize. Without regular connection to our own body, without feeling those sensations of pleasure, our health begins to deteriorate. Blood flow decreases, neural pathways atrophy, and hormones start to imbalance. The very things that keep us feeling alive start to fade. How many of you have felt that gradual shift over the years? Have you ever felt like your body no longer responds the way it once did? Like a part of you is missing? That's the body's way of asking for attention. And here's the most surprising part. This disconnection leads to more than just a loss of physical vitality. It impacts your mood, your energy, and even your mental clarity. Without this connection, we begin to experience a decrease in energy, poorer sleep, and a weakened immune system. It's a silent spiral, but the good news is you can reverse it. Part 2. The biology of pleasure and why it's as essential. After 60. So, why does physical pleasure matter so much as we age? Let's break it down scientifically. When we engage in physical pleasure, even solo, something amazing happens. Blood circulation improves. Hormones like testosterone and estrogen are regulated, and endorphins flood the system, making us feel good. This is a natural boost to our energy levels, and it has the power to keep us feeling youthful, vibrant, and mentally sharp. Have you ever noticed how your mood lifts after moments of self-care? After feeling physically alive in some way? That's no coincidence. Neuroscience has shown that sexual pleasure stimulates the brain in ways that help maintain cognitive function, memory, and emotional resilience. As you age, your brain needs these moments of stimulation to stay flexible and young. Without them, neural pathways can become stagnant, and cognitive decline sets in. This is why masturbation, especially after 60, is a critical practice. I know some of you might be feeling uncomfortable right now, but let me tell you this. It's not just about the act. It's about reclaiming your connection to your body. It's about honoring your health, your life, and the joy you deserve to feel. So, What do you think? Is this something you've been missing? How would your life change if you could embrace this part of yourself once again? Part 3. The misconceptions that keep you from thriving. Now here's the tricky part. Despite the clear benefits, there are still misconceptions that hold us back. How many times have you heard someone say, "I'm too old for that," when it comes to intimacy or even just pleasure? This belief is more common than you might think. But I want you to stop and ask yourself, does your body really stop needing intimacy just because you've aged? The answer is no. Age doesn't erase your desire for connection. It changes how you express it. Another misconception is the idea that self-pleasure is somehow shameful. How many of you grew up with the message that these things were inappropriate or wrong? Those messages can stay with us, even into our later years, holding us back from taking care of ourselves in the most intimate ways. But I want to tell you, there's nothing shameful about reconnecting with your body. It's a necessary and beautiful act of self-love. And let's not forget the myth that sexual health is separate from overall health. The truth is, they are deeply connected. When you nourish one, you nourish the other. It's that simple. So, how do we break free from these myths? The first step is simple. It's about recognizing that your needs haven't disappeared, they've evolved. And once you accept that, you can begin the journey back to vitality. Part 4. Reclaiming your vitality. The restoration method. I know this is a lot to process, but let's get practical. How do you actually reconnect with your body? I've developed something I call the restoration method. It's a step-by-step guide to help you safely and gently reawaken the pleasure centers in your body, no matter your age. Step 1. Preparation. Create a space where you feel safe, calm, and undisturbed. Make it comfortable. Dim the lights, set the temperature just right. This is a time for you, so treat it as such. Step 2. Relaxation. Take deep breaths and focus on letting go of any tension. Allow your body to soften. This is not a race. It's about tuning in to how your body feels in the present moment. Step 3. Awakening. Gently explore your body, paying attention to areas that may have been neglected. The inner thighs, chest, and lower belly can be great places to start. Notice any subtle responses your body gives you. Step 4. Focused stimulation. Gradually introduce touch in a way that feels good to you. There's no pressure to perform. Just allow your body to respond naturally, at its own pace. Step 5. Integration. Afterward, take a moment to breathe and thank yourself for the care you've given your body. Reconnect emotionally, recognizing that this practice is part of your overall health. Part 5. Overcoming challenges and finding lasting vitality. I know that starting this journey can be challenging. There will be moments of doubt and frustration, and that's okay. One common pitfall is setting unrealistic expectations. You may expect to feel like you did when you were younger, but that's not the goal. Success is measured by how much you reconnect with your body, not by the intensity of the experience. Another obstacle is inconsistency. Like any practice, regularity is key. Make time for yourself a few times a week. It's not a chore. It's an act of self-respect. And then there's performance pressure. Let go of the idea that every session has to be perfect. Celebrate even the smallest moments of reconnection. They're the true victories. So as we wrap up today's talk, I want you to leave with this. You deserve to feel alive, vibrant, and healthy at every stage of your life. Don't let age steal your vitality. Reclaim it, step by step, starting with reconnecting with your body. I've seen it work, and I know it can work for you too. So, I want to hear from you. Are you ready to begin your journey to vitality? Drop a comment and let me know how you're going to take action today. Let's keep this conversation going. Stay vibrant, stay connected, and remember, you deserve to feel alive at any age. Let me know your thoughts, and I'm here to help with any questions you may have. Your story is just beginning. Let's make it a great one.